Hi, families. How's everyone doing? I am so excited to tell you about the wonderful book bags that will be coming home with your children for the summer. It is filled of wonderful activities that you can spend at least 30 minutes a day doing with them to keep the information that they have learned over the year fresh in their heads, and they can also learn some new things as well. So let's take a look at what is inside. I'm so excited about this first thing. It is a science kit. And it is very simple. It all has to do with bubbles. And who doesn't remember the fun that we had with bubbles as a kid? It is very simple. Everything you need is included. The bubbles, the wands, the tubes, and step-by-step instructions on experiments you can do with your child. I would suggest doing this outside because we all remember how much mess bubbles can make. But I think it will be something that all of you can enjoy. And who doesn't like bubbles? So let's see what else is inside of our bag. There's a wonderful workbook, Summer Brain Quest, because we want to keep that information that they have learned fresh in their minds, for they are ready for kindergarten. We talked about plants, and look at that. The first page I turned to says The Plant in Me. Very good, and they should be able to tell you what things a plant needs in order to grow. It has math inside, it has reading inside, and if you come to a page your child isn't ready for, you know what? Just move on to another page and find what they are ready for, because we know that all children learn at different rates and paces. So don't stress yourself or the child, or you're both sitting there crying and nothing gets done. We want this to be fun time for you and your child to spend together. So again, just take about 30 minutes a day to complete one activity, or maybe do the science activity every day. So let's see what else is inside of our bag. We have books. I just love books. And there's so many things that you can do with books. The first thing you can talk about are what we call the concepts of print. Front cover, back cover, we have the spine. The child should know that the title is on the front of the book, as well as the author's name and the illustrator's name. These are things that we go over every day in the classroom, and your child should know these things. And again, this book is on plants, and we spent a whole 6 weeks talking about plants. So your child should be very familiar with a lot of things in here. You might even see some sight words that your child has learned. There's the word a, there's the word in. We've talked about a period. So again, you are reviewing and introducing depending on where your child is. Remember, all children learn at different rates and paces. So don't be upset if your child doesn't know it. It's your time to teach them. We are all in this together, teaching our children. And with this book, you can talk about sequencing. What do we do first? We put the seed in the ground, we watch it sprout, and talk about what it needs to grow. And maybe have a garden at home. Grab some seeds from anywhere and plant something with your child, and take the same steps that it talks about in our book. We also have a bilingual book as well. It's in Spanish and in English. Besides, again, we can always go over the title, the illustrator, the author, the front cover and the back cover as always. Then on the inside, you can talk about the animals that are in the story. A skunk, a panda, a penguin. That looks like a lemur there. Talk about the different animals you see. And what I noticed about this book, all the animals are in black and white. There's either black or white and gray. It looks like a little alligator down there with a red background. So those colors are very good to have on the red background, the black and the white. So again, very simple text. And again, you can point out the sight words that they've learned. And our last book we have here is From My Window. And this book has a lot of details in the pages. So you can ask your child to name the items that they see. We have banana trees. We have birds. There's a cat. There's a window. Talk about what's going on the page as well. So all of these things you can do with these books or any books that are in your home, because literature always is happening, whether you're reading a newspaper, a comic book, a how-to book. If they like to have a TV guide, if they even have those anymore, to see what programs are on, you always have reading. Have a jump rope. Get out there and have some exercise. I remember jumping rope. Jump rope with your child. See who can jump the longest. Count how many jumps that you can do. Again, there's so much you can do with a jump rope. And last but not least, we have some supplies for you. There's a sharpener, crayons, glue stick. There's even a notebook. And with the notebook, you can have your child practice writing. They can practice writing their name. You can have them say, hey, get your journal. Make a grocery list for me. Oh, I need some milk. Oh my goodness, what do you hear at the beginning of milk? M. Have them write the M down. What else do you hear? Milk. Talk in slow motion and see what letter sounds your child can hear. In milk, they might hear the M and the K. Then have them write that down and praise them for that. Maybe you need to get some butter. Say it slowly in slow motion. Butter. What do they hear? Oh my goodness, Mommy, I hear the letter B. Oh my goodness, you're just so bright. Write that letter B down. Let's say it again together. Butter. What do you hear? I hear R. Fantastic. Write the R down. That is the beginning of associating the sounds that we hear to the letters that they make for words. Don't stress yourself out trying to get them to spell it correctly, because your child will be crying, you be crying, and you have holes all in your paper from erasing. We don't want to stress you or your child. We want this to be enjoyable time together, you and your son or daughter. And the last thing we have in here is Brain Quest. These are fantastic because you can carry these with you if you're traveling, because they're all linked together and they ask you questions. And you could ask your child. Let's see if I can open this up real quick for I can show you. All right, and they have a hint, so they're linked together. So one, it has the question, and then the answer is there. Which mouse is down on the seesaw? And you can show them the picture, and then there's the answer, the mouse with the blue pants. So this is handy. You can carry it with you when you're traveling in a car for those long car rides. Instead of them keep asking you, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Here's something that you can do. Even when you have a doctor's visit, you have to go and you have to wait. Drop this in your purse. Take it along. You still can do these activities then. So there are so many exciting things that are coming home in these book bags. And please use them and have your child be ready for the exciting grade of kindergarten. They will love it, and they will be surprised at how much they have learned by spending at least 30 minutes a day doing one of these activities. So I hope this information has been helpful for you. And as always, we are always here if you have any additional questions. So enjoy your summer backpack, and I look forward to seeing your children in kindergarten and seeing how much they have learned by working with you. Bye-bye.